A lot of agents and investors use price per square foot. Do you recommend that?
I mean, I guess the question is, how many real estate agents do we have in the United States? It's a couple 100,000. So to educate that mass, you basically have to go with the simplest form of valuation. And the simplest form of valuation would be to break it down to a price per square foot that you can just apply it back to your house and boom, you have a number. In reality, that methodology actually does work when you're dealing with all match model sales. If you were in a new construction environment and they're all the same, very little builder options, it is what it is. We have a couple communities here in Las Vegas where the house is already built. You don't have options. It's just there it is, right? And they're all the same. The price per square foot would be perfect. They'd all be identical. The problem with price per square foot is that it can be easily manipulated, right? So how do I manipulate price per square foot? And agents do this, I think, maybe intentionally, maybe not intentionally. But if you need a higher price per square foot, which applied to your living area will give you the highest price, you need to find smaller homes that sold at a very high price. Meaning you're going to pick features in that smaller home that maybe your house doesn't have, like a pool, a 3-car garage. They have the extra large lot. They might have a view. They have extra features that are going to drive the price up. But because their living area is smaller, it's going to give you a very high price per square foot. You apply that over, and boom, you have the number you're looking for. On the flip side, if you take a very large home that is not remodeled, it's dated, and its sales price is lower, guess what? You're going to end up with a very low price per square foot. So it's I guess it's not surprisingly that agents will always pick the smaller home with the high price to create the highest price per square foot to apply it to theirs to prove their number. That's a bias and a manipulation that as appraisers, being quote not able to be biased, and I don't mean as a knock on agents because agents are meant to be biased. Your job is to be an advocate for your client to get the highest sales price, right? It's your job. The appraiser's job isn't that. The appraiser's job is to be neutral, unbiased, uncaring. In fact, sometimes agents think that appraisers are cold, that we're aloof, that we're standoffish because we're supposed to be so unbiased that we do come across that way sometimes, especially in an appraisal environment where we're trying to be really, really unbiased, right? We're neutral, non-advocate, if you will. Because you can manipulate those numbers, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, all of them, our USPAP guidelines do not allow price per square foot to be used as a methodology. It would be similar to you having a large portfolio in your personal life and you go to do your taxes and the CPA simply says, I'm going to take all your assets and boom, here's your assets, here's your income. We're going to take the standard deduction and here's what you owe in taxes, right? It wouldn't work for most people. Most people are like, no, 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 I want to itemize this stuff out. I want max deductions. And that's what an appraisal is, right? We itemize all the features instead of the standardized deduction, the price per square foot, we itemize. And with itemization, we can pull out all the various impacts on value so that we can come up with the most accurate value opinion in the appraisal report that we can. So there is a disconnect. It's a great question. I wish more agents would learn the value of price per square foot, but learn also why appraisers cannot use it and how it actually is going to impact them in the long run if they could use a comping mentality and an adjusting mentality instead of a price per square foot mentality.